so many books have been written, but nobody has really touched upon the lives of the army wife.
Soldier who fights on the border,
Right.
which is the wife who's holding it all together back at the house, right?
The army life,
Yeah.
beyond the glamour that people see from the outside.
जीके देखो ये जिंदगी
हाँ.
ऐसे it's not that
हाँ.
easy, right? For 2.5 months alone, handling everything from parenting to school.
You couldn't dream of a corporate career or running a business
Yeah.
of your own. Because I mean, we posted to really remote places like Udhampur, Bathinda.
We say a Paltan is a family, a unit is your family.
Even though we were not in the army
Yeah.
environment, we were still operating as army wives also.
Having it all for me means having my family together.
Right.
Making sure my kids
Yeah.
see both the parents all the
Right.
time.
The wife
Yeah.
has a huge role to play in the husband's success.
Never wear your husband's rank on your shoulder.
One night you are having dinner with somebody, and the next morning they are gone.
The person who you lost was
Hmm.
gonna follow.
Hmm.
You're taking up their dream for them and you're
Right.
making it yours.
Hello everyone and welcome to the third episode of Bluntly Yours. First of all, I would like to thank you all for showing so much love to my debut episode with Sunny Mishra and Jaya Bharti. And today I have somebody very special, very dear, someone who's almost family and someone who's carved a niche for herself in the Fauji fic genre, if that's a thing. Say hi to Aditi Mathur Kumar.
Hi. So happy to be here.
Yeah,
Lovely
finally.
set.
So, guys, I recently read her latest book, Operation Payback, and I just knew that I had to call her over for a chat here. The book left me with a mix of goosebumps and, of course, feminine pride, if you may say. So, Aditi, there are plenty and more stories about soldiers, stories of their bravery and their sacrifice on the battlefield.
Yeah.
So many books have been written, but nobody has really touched upon the lives of the army wife who's the silent force behind these forces. Right?
Yeah.
So, what prompted you to sort of delve into that?
That's a great question, actually, and I love talking about it. And to answer this, I am going to go really, really back in my story because what happens is. See, as a reader, you read a lot when you grow
Yeah.
up. So I was I still am an avid reader, and I used to read. So every problem in life, it can be anything, like a small problem or a big one. My first reaction is to go find answers or solutions or prepare myself via books.
Yeah.
So then when I got married to an army officer, I found myself in this grand and mysterious world of army wives, and it is not just a wife of an army man, right? It is a role. There are
It's a
certain
role.
responsibilities. It's not, for a lack of a better word, like nothing's normal, but it's not your regular normal couple that you
Correct.
meet, right? Corporate or whatever. So I wanted to do the role well, and as usual, I wanted to look for the answers to prepare myself for it in books, and there weren't any. So very early on, I'd read, some of my teachers had kept saying that if you don't find a book you want to read, write it.
Write it.
So I
Yes.
wrote it, and I wrote the wife part of the the better half of an army officer, a soldier, and I kept it contemporary, but it kind of showcases the struggles they go through. From just Aditi, I was Mem Saab suddenly.
Correct.
From just being called as Mathur, where is this campaign going live, to suddenly I was Mem Saab,
Mrs. So-and-so.
Yeah, Mrs.
Yes.
So life changed, and there were new jargons, there was a new language, there were new set of rules, and I was enjoying it, and I wanted to just tell that story, that there is a very strong part behind a soldier who fights on the border,
Right.
which is the wife who's holding it all together back at the house, right? So that is how I started.
So there's this whole perception about army wives, right? It's all about nice saris and travels and
Yeah.
mess parties. I mean, I've lived
Yeah.
the life, so I know the outside glamour of it and also the
Yeah.
inside struggle of it.
Yeah.
What people don't see is the quiet sacrifice and the quiet grace with which the wives hold everything together while the men do their duty.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, you've lived that life. You are still living that life. I have lived that life at one point. I want you to tell people what goes in, like, what's the whole invisible back end uh, of the army life
Yeah.
beyond the glamour that people see from the outside.
Yeah, I mean, there was a time when I used to get really annoyed when people used to say, oh, army wife,
हाँ
parties.
party.
It's like, जीके देखो ये जिंदगी
हाँ
ऐसे it's not that
हाँ,
easy, right?
it's normal, but it's so not normal at
Yeah, I
so many
mean,
levels, not normal.
yeah, like it's our normal. It's
Yes.
not, it's but it's very different from
Yeah,
the
regular
normal we were
urban
used to.
life. Yes.
Both of us have been civilian girls married
Yeah,
into the
yeah.
army, and like you said, you've also lived that life. And actually, we connected
Because of that
because
life,
of that. We
yes.
should talk about it.
Yes.
And see, the thing is, yeah, like I said, I used to get annoyed when people used to just, filter it down to parties and,
Yeah.
a grand life or whatever. While it is there, it is a part of it. But there's a reason behind why it happens, right?
Yes, yes.
The parties are not parties where you rave and have fun or whatever. We do have fun.
Yeah.
But there is a reason, because the soldiers, our people are out for so long at such long periods of time.
Correct.
For their weaponry, for their exams, they study a lot, so there are various courses, for practice camps, and for various other assignments that they, even in peace locations, they spend very little time with their
Time with the
families.
yes.
Also in army, the sense of community is very important. There's a hierarchy, of course, and then there's family also. Like we say, a paltan is a family, a unit is your family.
Yes.
So to foster that feeling, because we do stand up for each other, we do show up for each other like a family would. So to foster it and to strengthen it, we get together, because we don't live like normal people do, right? It's not a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
So that is just so much more. If you see a party, I want to just say to people that if you see somebody getting ready in a sari and going to a party, please think that maybe this woman has been living for 2.5 months alone, handling everything from parenting to school to PTM to the house,
the logistics
to
of
probably
the
her own career or
Yes.
everything, for like a stretch of 6 months also at times, because that is how life is. And maybe that is what she gets for that, is to celebrate the husband's
celebrate
coming
and sort
home.
of connect with others, and
Yeah.
that it's an excuse to
Yeah.
get out of the house,
Yeah.
meet people, bond with them. One of the sacrifices that an army wife makes, it's changed now quite a lot, but it's the career. So I think at the time when we got into it, the options were very limited. It was mostly a school teacher, ban jao, yeah. You had to give up. You couldn't dream of a corporate career or running a business of your own. A lot of women now are breaking that mold and living away from their husbands also, just so that both of them can have their own, fulfill their own dreams and desires. But it's a struggle, because there's a price to pay. You're living away from your family, and the kid is missing his or her father. Have things changed, do you think, in any way? Because I mean, we posted to really remote places like Udhampur, Bathinda, Jorhat and whatnot. So there's no offices there.
Yeah. No, this is actually a loaded question.
Yeah.
Do I think things have changed? I think so, because with the new generation of army wives, or with the new generation of girls marrying the olive green, I think the generation after us is very different from us, right? Like they are outspoken, they stand up for themselves, and they know what they want. Like a lot of you and I are the same age, so we know that a lot of us knew and still know what we want, but we could still be swayed by responsibility, or this is what I'm supposed to do, and it took us, I think, a decade to figure out that I can still do that while I do what I feel like I'm supposed to be doing. So I think things have changed. Also, a lot of prospects have also come in, right? Work from home is now possible. Hybrid situations are possible. Also, in terms of corporate growth and everything, it's possible for a woman to be living in a city and working and then traveling. So a lot of has changed in terms of infrastructure and all, but also in terms of mindset, right? When I remember when you and I were talking, I think you were in Bathinda.
Yes.
I was in Dehradun, and our husbands were posted at those locations at the time, or something like that. And we were just thinking that, you know what, we need to, we're moving, and we were discussing to uh, move
should we
to
take a
Gurgaon,
job,
and
then
what do
should
we
we
do,
try this
and
out?
yeah, I
Yes.
know what times.
What
right?
times, and we were like, तुम जा रही हो, अच्छा मैं भी आती हूँ.
तुम गई, तुम पहुंची, तो मुझे
हाँ,
हिम्मत मिली, right? This
हाँ.
is, so that is also like sisterhood is a big
Sisterhood,
part of
yes.
army wives, because you end up spending so much time with each
Yeah.
other, and you're going through the same struggles, so you can relate,
And I
right?
think for the longest time, even though we were not in the army
Yeah.
environment, we were still operating as army wives
Yeah.
also, because for the longest time we were looking after each other's kids.
Yeah.
When the other had to go to a party or an
Yeah.
office event
Office
or whatever,
thing, something you can't
something
miss, right?
you're not
Yeah.
well, or you have to go somewhere. Somebody's always like, please babysit for me.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
you know,
The
we were doing
girls-
that. We were like living in
girls
the
used
same
to love
buildings
it.
for the longest time and sort of being each other's spouses.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
remember the girls used to love it, and they would be
Yes.
like, yeah, mama, you go to your office thing, I'm gonna go with you
Yeah.
know, they were so
I
happy.
think that's the very essence
Yeah.
of, you know, how you're
Yeah.
how it's cultivated within you, the whole community
Yeah, and
feeling
the-
and standing up for each other.
And the kids also grow up with the same
Yeah,
sort of,
yeah.
you know, sense of belonging. Like,
Correct.
if you know that even if you don't know a person inside out, or like for years, but you know that they're from army, and then it instantly is uncle, auntie, good evening, good morning, and the kids also know that this is our family, right? You
Yeah.
don't have to have a long background to
Hmm.
that, but the fraternity is very strongly in it, so I really like that. What were we talking about? Careers.
Yeah,
How did we come
career.
here?
Career. It's okay to digress. It's our own podcast. We
Yeah.
can say what we want.
But we have so much to talk about, because you know, I'm just thinking about how long it has been since we connected, and you know, our lives like sort
I think
of
we
came
connected
together.
because of so much similarity in what we were doing,
Yeah.
writing books, and we were
Yeah.
army wives living similar lives.
Yeah.
And also, I think we were one of the very first to sort of tap into the whole digital
Yeah.
world, because that whole struggle, should I just give up on the career, or should I struggle and do something about it? So that whole freelancing thing started, and then
Yeah.
you're like, no, this is not it, need to do more, need to
Yeah.
try out something new, you know, stretch yourself. So it was a very big move.
It requires
leap
courage. It
a
wasn't
lot.
like, when I think back to that version of me, I want to pat myself and you on the back saying, yeah, well done, girl,
Well done,
because you know,
yes.
it couldn't have been easy.
Yeah.
And yeah, good, like we had good support as well. But what I'm saying is, it was, now here looking back, I think it was the right thing to do.
Right thing to do.
Obviously, to each their own. Like I know of women who are extremely well educated and very well would be very well valued in, you know, their areas and their fields of education or
Right.
expertise, but they choose to, you know, stay with the
It's all about
husband. And
personal goals, and
Exactly.
somebody finds more contentment and
Yeah.
fulfillment
Yeah.
looking after home and family. Some people
Yeah.
have professional ambitions.
Yeah.
But it's good that, you know, for somebody who wants to have it all, they have an option to have it all.
Exactly. And also, it's just like, it's such an unfair comparison also. Like, you know, if having it all means I'm just gonna, you know, I'm just gonna go out and make a name for myself,
Yeah.
while continuing to do and fulfill the other roles to the best of my capacity, that's also great. But on the other hand, I can also be like, you know what, having it all for me means having my family together,
Right.
making sure my kids
Yeah.
see both the parents all the
Right.
time, and one doesn't become a vacation parent.
Hmm.
And you know, that is, if career is what you know, is
Drives, yeah, whatever. To each
great.
their own, really.
So, yeah, but you're right that times have changed, and there are more opportunities for people who want to look out.
Yeah.
And what I love about this change, Shuchi, is that, and both you and I are examples of that, that time taken off so-called careers or skills, it doesn't matter that much, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we've taken breaks and we're back with a bang, and we've taken our time, we've learned the ropes
Made
and
up
all.
for the lost time
Yeah,
also. I
but
think.
you know, look at us. So I'm just saying that that is
Yes.
very hard. Yeah. That is very hard thing to have experienced, that it hasn't held us back.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm happy.
No, we were also sometimes told that the army, the wife,
Yeah.
has a huge role to play in the husband's success, with her participation in the army community, and you know what I mean, right?
Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking
Do you think
how
that's true by any mile?
you know, I don't think it's true, and I know you also don't think it's true. But the perception is there for a reason, because I think, and it's not limited to the army or women.
Yeah.
But when one person is doing well in career, the other person, the spouse, feels good. And I think in Forge it becomes even more pronounced, because it's such a small
Small
world,
world,
right? And a
very small world.
small community, and also because, see, when I was a newly married army wife, I was counseled by a lot of
Counseled, yes,
really good,
counseled.
really good fellow army wives, senior ones, who said that, never wear your husband's rank on your shoulder, because
Right.
this is his job,
Um,
and you just need to do your role, which means that you help out the community,
Right.
which is what the original thought behind AWA also was, right? You
mm.
help out the
Help
community,
out the community.
and of other army wives, of the army kids, of Veer Naris, Veer Matas, right? So that is what AWA does, and promote anyone's talent if they have, and with times that has changed as well, and become like really really cooler, and with the times, like, it's become digital, and like we're having an AWA Lit Fest now,
Lit
and
Fest,
I'm
it's
so
so cool.
proud of it.
It's
I
so
mean, I
cool.
love Abhivyakti, and I love what they're doing with it. But I don't believe that the woman can, or an army wife can contribute to anyone's, like, no one can contribute to their spouse's career, right?
Right.
You can help him be better at it, like
At the most, you
every
can
other.
be mature enough and
Yeah.
self-sufficient enough to not come in his
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
I think beyond that, everybody's
Yeah, and
responsible for
if
their own success or failures. Yes.
absolutely, and if anyone's out there is thinking that, as an army wife you can contribute to your husband's
Yeah.
career, I would just repeat what I heard, that please don't wear your husband's rank.
Yes.
Be graceful about it, and let him do his duty and you do yours. I think that's what's more important.
You just spoke of Veer Naris, and when I read your book, it is about a Veer Nari who lost her husband in combat and then went on to join the army in a combat role.
Yeah.
What would make someone go back to an organization that took away everything from her? And we know of real life cases also. Like, I know of a couple of women like that. Like, hats off to them.
Yeah.
So they've lost their husbands very unexpectedly, which, by the way, is also a very poignant part of an army wife's or army person's life. That one night you are having dinner with somebody, just laughing and talking, and the next morning they're gone, right? We have,
man.
I mean, it's been years, but still, when I think about it, it just gives me a very heavy heart. So, which is why your book really touched me also. So this lady, she goes back to the army, and like, I interpreted it as a purpose bigger than yourself, a purpose that goes beyond, beyond your regular life and your own selfish interests. But what do you think motivates women like that to go back to an organization that took away everything from them?
Yeah, I wrote the book because I could not understand this. Like, why would you a career that took away your husband's life?
Yeah.
But like you said, there are women who've done this, and the only answer I can think of, and I've spoken to a few of them, right, for research. Although the book is fiction, it is heavily based on research, especially geography and terrain wise. And I also wanted to understand the emotion behind the transition itself from an army wife to a Veer Nari, and then going on
To a soldier.
to soldier. What does it take for someone to decide?
Yes.
I mean, grief in itself is something that can eat away at a person's personality, drive, determination, and so many other things. And then to be able to take a decision, and which can be the toughest one in your life ever, not just mentally but also physically, because training.
You've never, well, like, who imagines that one day you'll be like climbing mountains or actually in combat, like, forget support roles, which a lot of women officers already fulfill, but taking up a combat role, is something else. I mean, we wouldn't imagine ourselves like getting that physically able ever.
Yeah, never. I can only sit and write about it.
Maybe we're made to use. I mean, we're just meant to use our brains.
Yeah. So I think the only, in my book Meera, the main character, her drive is also that, you know, I've lost the person I loved the most. And it's not just love. When you read the story, you've read the story, but when the, you know, your listeners read the story, they'll realize that it's just not romantic love. It goes,
Right,
the
it goes
relationship goes
beyond.
beyond that.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
enabled her, he, you know, supported her in her
Hmm.
studies and everything else. And they both of them come from slightly traditional backgrounds in Rajasthan, and so what seems basic to a lot of us might not have been basic for them. So for this one character to, you know, rise above her grief and say, you know what, he had a purpose,
Yeah.
and I'm going to fulfill it.
National pride.
I think, of course, that plays a part in everyone who takes this decision.
Yes.
But also, you know, it is bigger, a goal bigger than your own. You are
Yeah.
now continuing the path that the person who you lost was gonna follow. You're taking up their dream for them, and you're
Right.
making it yours, and it's not an easy one for sure. So like, hats off to, and like salute to, you know, Veer Naris who've joined army, because it's not easy.
And at one point, it won't have been possible also, but
you know what?
Yeah.
The book, in the book, the book ends with an article. She you know, I'm not going to spoil the ending, but it ends with an article as like a epilogue, where it is said that on 26 January or something like that, the Indian government has announced women in combat.
Yes.
Or, you know, and I wrote, because I wrote in a note saying this is the author's imagination, and on hope for women for women to be in combat should they want, like, you know, depending on the arm and you know, everything that goes into the selection of, for which I am not equipped to talk about. But after a few months, it happened. Like,
Right.
kudos to the government to do that, because, you know, I for one, because I've spoken to so many of them, and to go through an entire training, because the training is not different for combat and non-combat role. You have to be
Correct.
ready for everything,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So for them to go through the same amount of training and be ready physically, mentally, emotionally for something like this, and then to be told, no, but you can't go, and, you know, because
You can't fight. Yeah.
because, you know, gender.
Yeah.
That would have been very heartbreaking, to say the
But
least,
there's
and
been a
also
lot of
frustrating.
debate around that also.
Yeah, we're a free country. There's there's debate
Debate on
around
everything,
anything.
true.
But yeah, I think a lot of the debates have some point also. But what keeps coming back to me, like, you know, because I've written about it, a lot of people talk to me about it, and the main point, Shuchi, that keeps coming to me as a argument against is that, you know, women, it's combat is not right because women's safety and dignity. And my first response is, please let the woman decide
Correct. Exactly,
where her dignity.
Exactly. I mean, if she has confidence in her
Yeah.
capabilities, the people who have selected her for recruitment have confidence in her capabilities. And anybody who gets into a profession like that
Yeah.
knows the perils and perks and what they're getting into.
And they're trained
And-
soldiers.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
gender is not a
atrocities
part
are-
of it.
See, end of the day, atrocities are atrocities.
Yeah.
Let the woman decide. If she thinks she's up for it, let her be.
That is you agree with this.
I
We have
agree
the
with
same
this.
stand, right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes I keep thinking that then, am I wrong? Like, why is it such an
No.
issue?
And also, Israel has women soldiers. and
Yes.
A very strong army.
Very strong.
Why can't we?
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
women who have that kind of passion and who have that kind of
Yeah.
drive and the physical ability also.
Yeah.
So, if somebody wants it,
If someone's trained well,
yeah.
you know, if someone's trained for combat, if someone is they've been check marked and tick marked
I
by
mean,
the government and the training authorities, then that is what it
rest
is.
should be their choice alone.
Yeah. And the organization's choice, right? I mean, if the organization, if Fauj is saying कि हाँ जाओ लड़ो,
हाँ.
you're capable of it because you've trained you
तो they are
enough,
capable
तो
enough.
फिर मतलब तुम कौन होते हो बोलने वाले यार? I mean,
कि तुम कर
you
नहीं
know,
सकते
yeah,
या ये हो
armchair
जाएगा वो हो
activists.
जाएगा.
तो कोई फायदा नहीं है. But I think that was a massive step, and I'm so happy for it.
I was so proud. I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
so proud
so
that
proud.
day. Yeah.
Yeah. And it just fills our heart with so much joy because we know such we know women officers
Yeah.
who would give anything to actually prove what they
So
trained
ready.
for.
I mean, when it was back in 2006 that I was introduced to the army
Yeah.
life. There were very few women officers at that
Yeah.
point, and in the next decade or so, you saw more of them. It was
Yeah.
really heartening in
Yeah.
more senior roles also,
Yeah.
commanding units
Yeah.
and all of that. So I think army that way is progressing in the right direction.
Yeah.
Still a long way to go, but getting there slowly and steadily getting
Yeah,
there.
I mean, they have good support
Yeah.
now in all these decisions. And someone, because you just mentioned, I remember someone I know, I knew as a major woman officer, is now a commanding officer, is a
Yeah.
CEO,
Makes
and
you
it's
so proud.
so heartwarming to see her,
Yeah.
like take meetings, and it's very, very empowering.
And you've seen them, juggle their
Yeah.
lives, their homes, their
Yeah.
children, their in-laws, and whatnot.
Their postings, which are
Imagine.
different from their
Correct.
spouses.
Yeah, sometimes they're posted in
Yeah.
different corners of the country. The amount of sacrifice, and they are also army wives, by the way. Also,
Yes.
and like a different
Yeah.
level of challenge that they have to
Yeah.
face to get where they want to be.
Yeah, absolutely. Like the challenges don't diminish just because you have a career,
Yeah.
be it in corporate or be it in startups or in Forge. So it just keeps growing. But yeah, they manage it very well, and I feel very stupidly very proud of
Yeah.
girls in the army, and it just still dazzles me. It manages to still make me go like, wow.
Yeah,
I
well,
love
I'm
it.
like getting really emo. So just to lighten things up,
Yeah.
let's go back to your days as a new wife
Yeah.
and
Okay.
the counseling you got and the tutoring on how to dress, how to talk.
Yeah.
Don't say hi, say good evening and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Oh.
That is, it's a very, I used to think like, why is all this happening? But once you come out into the civil life, you kind of miss that etiquette also.
I was just gonna say that.
I really miss that etiquette that, the officers stand up when a lady enters the room. They're always like very courteous. Everybody wishes everybody, no matter you like them
There's
or not.
chivalry.
There is chivalry.
There's
there's
the
general,
opening of the doors and the
yes,
pulling up the
yes. I kind of
chairs.
miss
and
that because in the
who
civil
will
life,
not
it's
like
like
it?
everybody is doing their own thing, not bothering. When you move into a new house, your neighbors want to bring you lunch.
Yeah.
Cute things like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so I used to find it very fun.
Yeah.
Because I think as a new army wife, I never took it seriously. I was having fun being married to my my best friend, and just like having fun and
Yeah.
being wide-eyed with joy about this new life. Oh, there's a cat. Oh, I'm a meme sub now. I have to wear a sari, and it's great.
Get to
It was
dress up
carefree,
every
and
other
yeah,
day and
yeah, it was so cool.
deck up the houses.
Yeah. And
Those
then
are projects.
also you have your own house, and wow, my God, this is my house. So all of that, because I was like very childish.
I really
and
want to also
dramatic.
share here. It's a what seems like a hassle at that time that you get a house which is in shambles, and then it's a huge project for you, and you make it a
Yeah.
home, and everybody decorates it so well,
Yeah.
and you have things from all over the country because
Yeah.
you've been all over the place.
There is no one theme to the
There's
house.
no one
like
theme
nobody
to the
can
house.
see
It's
my
like
house is
a mishmash
contemporary,
collage.
or my house is what is
It's
it?
like a museum.
Yeah. Like, what is that famous? I want to say Swedish. I don't know. So there are a lot of these contemporary, interior this thing of minimalist and
There is a Fauji core.
yeah.
I
So
think
then
Fauji
there
core
is
a
our
thing.
house where everything is there. There is
Everything is
a
there.
painting
Everything
from
is-
Mau, a
Haan.
war painting from Mau,
Yeah.
Aurangzeb from Jodhpur.
Yes,
and
some
everything
mask
in
from
between.
Ladakh and something from Northeast, some shawl, and
Yeah.
everybody has. It's a handicraft.
And I'm from Rajasthan, so Rajasthani
Haan.
wearing a mekla chador. It was great.
And
I love it.
funnily, everybody's house is different,
Yeah.
but still
But still
similar
the same.
because
Yeah.
that's called Fauji core. I
Yeah,
think
that's Fauji
We
core.
invented
Yeah,
a word
yeah,
here
we
on this
did.
podcast. Yeah. There's Fauji fic and there's Fauji core.
Fauji core.
Yeah.
And our houses, my house still looks like it because they're the husband's medals and
Haan.
trophies. And then somebody was at my house the other day and they're like, हॉकी की भी ट्रॉफी है, फुटबॉल की भी
हाँ।
ट्रॉफी है, बैडमिंटन कौन है यहाँ पे? मतलब एक ही है, my husband also Nami, who plays everything. So you know all those trophies, and every dining out, dining in
Right.
is there's a silver plate, and there's so much crystal.
So
And
much crystal, yeah.
I stopped taking crystal seriously because it's like everyone's giving me crystal and ladies meet if I'm
बाहर
winning
बहुत इज्जत है
Tambola.
crystals की,
And
पता
then
है?
हाँ, so यहाँ civil में आते ही
हाँ.
मतलब like crystal निकालो सारे.
हाँ,
because
because people is expensive
everyone
shit.
is like
Yeah.
तुम्हारे ग्लास क्रिस्टल के हैं?
हाँ,
Like ये तो
crystal
सबके
के
पास
तो हैं,
होते हैं.
हाँ.
Apparently नहीं होते. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a whole dukaan
My-
of crystal.
My newfound love, respect for
Respect
crystal,
for
came
crystal,
after
yes.
I moved.
The crystal
here.
turtles and the vase
Yeah.
and the
Everything crystal. Like
Haan.
there are 4 or 5 ashtrays. Nobody
Haan.
smokes, but somebody will gift turtles. Then huge, big
those are like
vase.
typical things that you find everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So nice.
Yeah, nostalgic.
Yeah, I know. So Fauji core, I'm going to use it at
Yeah,
some.
this is
some
so
place.
Fauji core.
Yeah.
Was it inspired by a real life event?
Operation Payback, right?
Mm.
Because my first book,
Yeah, you
Soldier
have
and
2 of them,
Spies,
yes.
there are 4 of them, but the 3 are army related. One is a poetry book,
Yeah.
but the first one is called Soldier and Spies. It was very inspired by my life, like
Yeah.
a new
I
army
noticed.
wife getting married to an army
Yeah.
officer, and complete civilian getting married to an army
Haan.
officer, and how she. But it was a combined. The incidents, so to say, are a combined experience of a lot of army wives. Like everyone resonates with it. Like I used to get the ranks wrong for the first month and a half. I used to get confused in, for example, JCO and GOC.
Haan.
So any of your listeners,
That would have been a faux pas from another
it
universe.
has been.
Oh my god. Tell me
Yeah.
about it later.
Yeah, so I was like, this is the rank system, like that. And then for the first week and a half, I would not even react to somebody saying Mem Saab, because I
हाँ.
was like, Mem Saab kaun hai yahan
हाँ.
pe? Matlab, I'm just like Mem Saab.
Oh, me.
And then same, the day you get married, you become an auntie. So somebody
हाँ.
like a 15-year-old kid
हाँ,
saying,
यार,
good
I was
evening,
like,
auntie. And I was like, so
me.
cute. Who auntie? I'm like, me? I'm the
Auntie already at 24.
At 20, yeah, is that. So combined experiences of a lot of us new army wives who come from civil backgrounds. But Operation Payback is inspired by a couple of. It's not one person's story, but obviously I have fictionalized it. Because I like a happy ending, so this
Yeah.
is extremely like
You want to tell the
satisfying.
ending? I don't want to give you. I don't want to
No.
give out any spoilers.
No.
here.
But I'll just tell your listeners one thing, that I went to some literature fest and somebody asked me a question and said that, "Ma'am, this book is revenge fantasy, and how did you think about writing it?" And I was like, "I love this term. I'm going to use it everywhere."
Revenge
So it's
fantasy.
a revenge
I like
fantasy.
that.
I love it.
I like that.
So
Yeah.
yes, it is about Nami. Yes, it is about a para SF officer and his
Haan.
bravery. And yes, it is about a woman who, shows impeccable courage and determination and drive, and crosses so many hurdles to come where she wants to come, and then aces it. But yes, it is a revenge fantasy.
But
I
oh my
mean-
god, I love the ending. I wish I could talk about it, but I don't want to give out spoilers because I want everybody to read the book.
Or
And
watch
the
the
previous one
movie,
also.
because I want to.
Let's manifest.
I just want this
या
to
केजो
become
के
a
काउच पे तो
movie.
चीजें मैनिफेस्ट हो जाती हैं, अभी हो जाए
तुम्हारे काउच पे भी मैनिफेस्ट कर लो, तुम चेयर पे
we can
मैनिफेस्ट कर
wish
लेते
we are low
Yeah,
budget
yeah.
केजोस.
No, there are a lot of talks, right? But I've realized that a lot of stars need to align for one movie to come together,
I hope
because
they do.
now have realized after so many calls with with production houses whose name I would have got me stunned in the beginning, but it's not just one person's interest or two. You need to attach talent, is what I found out. So which
Yeah.
means you need to get an appropriate screenplay writer or a director or at least an actor. So two of that needs to be attached and for a project to come together.
नहीं.
But there are conversations. Let's manifest it here. on
Manifest
your
for me
lucky
also.
chair.
Like whenever I'm writing, I'm like संजय लीला भंसाली बनाएगा तो कितना अच्छा लगेगा.
I think I should make a vision board which says that Dharma is making a Dharma's making a big budget movie
Haan.
on. I actually know who will I cast as Khayyam or Meera, the
Me
characters.
too.
in the
Whenever
book.
I write, I'm always
Yeah, yeah,
imagining
yeah.
some Bollywood character,
Yeah.
actor or actress.
Yeah, the Khayyam is the negative character, and I literally had a dream.
Who do you want Khayyam to
Shah Rukh
be?
Khan. He'll be
Yeah,
so
that could be
good.
neat. That
My
could be
God.
neat. And who would be
he's-
Meera?
I thought of Meera as Alia Bhatt.
Yeah, I
right?
think that could work.
Yeah.
That could work.
Uh,
Alia Bhatt actually works with everything. He's like the aloo. He fits every role.
because in the beginning she's this petite small
yeah,
girl,
very like unassuming. and then
unassuming, but
suddenly-
also like
हाँ.
very bright, and also like standing up against her
हाँ.
traditional father and whatever, and then she's falling in love,
Hmm.
and then suddenly there's grief and she doesn't know what to do, and then so there's so many colors
Right.
to this character. I think she'll be able to
Yeah.
do it justice. Yeah. And Vicky Kaushal for the para SF officer, because
always.
yeah.
Yes, I can
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
Too bad he has to die in the movie.
See, the next is I'm told that non-fiction works very well.
So have I been told that.
Should we try non-fiction? Like, will we like? Is it like? See, for me, the point of non-fiction is, until unless I'm sure that I'll be able to do 100% justice to somebody else's story, I don't want to take responsibility, because I don't want to twist and turn it, right?
Hmm.
But fiction gives you the freedom to kind of give it a
there's
happy
lot of
ending.
stuff
or-
too. Like there's imagination you can rely
Yeah.
on, and there's you can fill things up, but it's the same challenge that I'm also facing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out non-fiction, but the kind of authority that it requires and the kind of accuracy and a very different kind of storytelling.
Yeah, and also I think that, see, why it works is very simple in my head. Why non-fiction works, especially in the army genre or any other genre as well, is because people in India want to know more and want to like read
Huh.
more. For example, I was talking to someone else the other day that romantasy is a huge genre in the West, right? The authors have become multimillionaires, and everything is life is changed for them. In India, nobody's reading it that much. What they're reading though is non-fiction, and that is what sells. So the market is very different. There is a hunger to know more, to grasp more from real stories.
I think we should approach this like we approach this shift to Gurgaon. Just take the plunge
Just
and
take
then
the
take it
plunge
from
and see.
there.
Yeah. Do you have any ideas?
We'll discuss after the pod. I do
Yeah, I
have.
mean,
I
we-
did throw some ideas at you once.
Yeah. I also have a couple of ideas, but dude,
We'll
again,
do that over coffee
Yeah.
after this.
the same thing applies. Let's do it justice. Let's just take a plunge and try it. Try
Yeah,
that.
I think that's the best way to do it. I mean, we'll make a
Yeah.
couple of mistakes, but it's
That's
fine.
all right. We have also, so the next is, I'm trying to think. I have a few ideas in mind in terms of writing, but we've touched upon career
Yeah.
for Army Wives. You know that for you and me both, writing is a passion that
Yeah.
we do and we can't stay away from. But I'm not a full-time
The
author.
main thing, yes.
Right?
Yeah.
I have a full-time, very demanding job, which I absolutely love.
Yeah.
And
I love the salary also that
I
comes
love
with
the
it.
salary, I'm sorry, but yeah.
Or the
And,
job also.
The job, and also, you know what, the kind of satisfaction it gives you.
Yes.
Uh,
It's a different kind of rush. That's a
also, I
different kind
think
of rush.
I kind of suck at book marketing as well. Like, I'm in advertising, I can tell 10 brands what to do with their content and all. But when it comes to me,
Yeah,
I can't
same.
make one reel to tell people to, hey guys, go buy this.
That's why
I'll
we
be like,
that's
"Here is
why
the
we
link."
bounce. We have to bounce off each other all the
Yeah,
time
I
because same. I'm in marketing, and when it comes to marketing myself and my stuff,
Yeah.
I totally suck. Like I don't know where to start, where to end, what to say. But somebody else asks me, I have like 100 ideas. I can just fart ideas out
Is
of
it
nowhere.
Is it because...
Too close to it, na?
No, also because I think we hold ourselves to an impossibly high
The
standard.
imposter syndrome also.
Yeah. And also we're like, कुछ करेंगे तो यार बिल्कुल सबसे अच्छा करेंगे,
हाँ,
नहीं
नहीं तो नहीं
करेंगे.
करेंगे.
But that is also a buzzkill, and it doesn't get a lot of work done, because my mindset is also like, if I'll do it, either I'll do it perfect. What did I
Yeah.
say about non-fiction?
हाँ.
I'll do it 100% well,
हाँ.
otherwise I'll not do it.
But I just started somewhere.
Yeah.
Figure it out
Yeah,
along
maybe
the way.
we need to like just diversify a little bit. So I wanted to just say that job and being a mother and an army wife is first, and then comes the book. So that's why I'm not churning out 2 books a year. But yeah, it'll come.
Sly,
Maybe.
sly, sly alert.
No, sly. I would love to write a lot,
Yeah,
but it
but
comes.
the bandwidth is,
Yeah, it
yes.
comes. There is a prioritization that one needs to do. Also, the reality, Shuchi, you know it so well. You can't live off an author's this thing.
Yeah,
And I like to be a contributing member to the household, and I like
course.
my own money.
yeah.
And
Also the consistency of it. I mean,
yeah.
for me, writing books is more of a creative outlet.
Exactly.
Somewhere I can totally express myself the way I want to express,
Yeah.
as opposed to following a brief. Which you have to follow a brief.
Yeah.
So that is there. The client is
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
That's just my space, and
Yeah.
I have a story
Yeah.
to tell. I have an emotion to express. I'll do it. through
And
my
that's our
books.
passion. So the
It's a
passion comes out,
yes,
no?
Yes.
And so that's why I never force it. When
Yeah.
when I feel like I have to, I
हाँ,
have this
सब
great
कुछ बहुत
idea.
जोर से आ रहा है तो हो जाता है
हाँ
फिर.
हाँ हाँ. Otherwise I'm like, yeah,
हाँ.
great, I'm okay. Because इतना time वैसे ही नहीं है. But जब होता है, then I write like a woman possessed. Then I'm
yeah.
writing day and day, night.
Yeah,
I think I took a 1 week break from chutti from my office to just finish Operation Payback, because I was just so caught up with the idea and the ending and everything. Yeah. So yeah. जब भूत चढ़ता है तो एकदम चढ़ता है, otherwise
चलो जल्दी ही चढ़े तुम्हें भी मुझे भी,
Yeah.
so that we can experiment with our non-fictions.
Yes.
So I'm off with Aditi to grab some coffee and discuss our future plans with non-fiction books. In the meantime, you stay blunt, stay beautiful, stay brutal. Bye-bye.